Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by. Welcome to the Guerrero versus Berto conference call.
Thank you very much. Yes, we have Berto versus Guerrero. It's a very exciting main event. It'll be 12 rounds for the WBC welterweight world title. Putting this fight together was a no-brainer. You have Robert the Ghost Guerrero, who is an exciting champion, who is willing to fight the best, who is moving up weight divisions and conquering the best and fighting the toughest guys out there, and really showing his skills and what he's really all about inside that squared circle. And then you have Andre Berto, who comes out with everything to fight. I mean, he has talent, he has speed, he's explosive. So this fight really should be, has fireworks written all over it. I would like to introduce to you the two-time welterweight world champion. At 29 years old, who competed in the 2004 Olympics for Haiti. He's obviously well known for his charity efforts in Haiti, especially in the wake of the devastating earthquake in 2010, which he immediately after spent time assisting in recovery efforts. He won his first world title in 2008 with a 7th-round technical knockout over Miguel Angel Rodriguez, and he successfully defended it 5 times before having a tremendous fight of the year battle versus Victor Ortiz. And the warrior he is, the champion he is, he bounced back in his next fight with a 5th-round knockout stoppage over John Davik in September of 2011. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce to you, to say a few words, with a record of 28-1 and 22 knockouts out of Winter Haven, Florida, Andre Berto.
How you doing? I want to say thank you for everybody that's on the call today. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a good showing. We've been training our asses off. Down here in Florida, we're having a tremendous training camp, and I'm excited about it. And it's gonna be just like Oscar said, it's gonna be some fireworks on fight night, November 24th. So it's gonna be a good one.
Now to introduce to you the former 6-time 4-division world champion. He's obviously one of the best fighters inside that squared circle today. We obviously know him for his charity work in his community, with the LLS.org, which is the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. At 29 years old, he has put together wins over Robert Guerrero, the Cuban legend Casamayor. He defeated Olympian Vicente Escobedo, had a tremendous win over Michael Katsidis, and he's rapidly climbing that ladder. In the pound for pound list, he had a very, very impressive win in his last fight against then undefeated Speluka Aydin, which he won the WBC interim welterweight world title. Here's a young man who wants to fight the best in order to become the best, willing to take all comers, and this fight here with Andre Berto is a dangerous fight for both of them, but that's really what these guys are all about. It's fighting the best and giving the fans the best show possible. So let me introduce to you with a record a 31-1 with 18 knockouts out of Gilroy, California, Robert the Ghost Guerrero.
Thank you, Oscar. I just want to thank everybody that's on the call. Thank God for the blessings He blessed us with, and I'm excited for this fight. Can't wait to get out there. We got a week left, so man, I'm just chomping at the bit. All the hard work's done. Now it's just all that's left is to go in there and fight.
All right, and our first question is coming from Dan Raphael from ESPN.
Hey, my question for you is, as Oscar talked about in his introductory remarks about the excellent performance that Robert had a couple months ago when he fought against Selçuk Aydin. That was his first fight at welterweight. I wondered if you saw that and what your take was on that fight, seeing him maybe having known about him when he was featherweight champion and a junior lightweight, but then how he looked fighting at a much heavier weight than he'd ever fought at before.
Yeah, I was there. Actually, I was there at the fight. I had to go go there to do some things with the commission. So I was actually there at the fight, and he, like I said, I think he put on a good performance. But at the end of the day, like I said, me and ID, we're two completely different fighters. ID, he was basically, kept his hands tight and just walked to him like a punching bag all night. But like I said, Robert did what he had to do. And he came in there, and I think he looked good at the weight, and he basically did what he had to do. He stayed busy and kept turning them all night. And fighting a guy like ID, that's what he has to do.
When you were watching him, did you at all think that he would be your next opponent, or were you? I know you were just at the fight, but were you at all thinking, he might be my next guy?
No, I didn't think so at the time, at all. Because I was worried about my situation, the things I had to clear up. But but like I said, it is what it is. Time is here, and he's here at the welterweight division now, and then he's throwing a good show against ID. So now it's time for him to continue moving forward. So I respect him for that.
Now, you mentioned some of the things you had to clear up with the commission. That was obviously the steroid test that you failed previous to the rematch with Victor Ortiz that got canceled. I'm wondering now that you've been licensed to fight again in California. What was it like for you during that period of time with the uncertainty of if you get a license, the things that were being discussed about you being a cheater essentially, and now you have your license back, and just the amount of desire and anxiousness to just finally get back.
It was at the end of the day, it was a tough situation, but within me and within my team, we really didn't worry too much because we know we didn't do anything wrong. It was just the fact of us coming out just proving that, and that's what we did. We hired some real top level scientists and attorneys to really go in and check the sample out and find out exactly what it was, and we found out exactly what it was. It was contamination of very, very, very small trace, and we presented all the results to the commission, and everything was cleared up and was able to move forward. But it was just just sad that we had to go through all of the bull that we had to go through. But like I said, now we're here, and we're excited, we're happy, and I'm ready to get back in it.
All right, thank you, Andre. Robert, I'd like to ask you a couple questions.
Sure, I'm here.
Hey, Robert. You heard him talk about. He said, that with Aydin, when you were fighting, you had pretty much a punching bag in front of you, and that Andre is not the same kind of fighter as Aydin is. When you look at the game that Andre has, how do you view that differently in your approach than going up in weight to fight Aydin now that you're still at that weight, but now fighting what is a much different sort of opponent?
Aydin did come and take some punches, but he wasn't a punching bag. He was a punching wall. He's a tough guy. He comes in strong, and he was determined to win. And the one thing that's hard to stop is a determined man. Andre Berto, like you said himself, he's a different fighter. Styles make fights, and I'm happy with the style that I bring to the ring because I could bring a bunch of different stuff to the ring, and making the adjustment to 147 pounds. I got the breaking in out of the way, and now it's time to.
Robert. Also, you heard him talk a bit about getting relicensed after his the drug test situation. I know when this fight was first brought up, I didn't hear it from you, but I heard it from your managers talking about that you said you didn't want to fight him because you felt like he was a cheat, and that why should you give him the opportunity? Obviously, something changed between then and when the fight was signed. So I'm wondering what happened. Did you decide that this was the fight that you wanted to take, and do you think he's a cheater?
Hey, everybody's guilty until they're proven innocent, and he was proven innocent. You know, like he said, he hired the right. He took the proper steps and did the right things to get back licensed, and you know, we go from there. But you know, I've been in situations with people who been on steroids and been in the ring with somebody on steroids. So you know, we take real caution against that because you know, every time we step in that ring, we're putting our life in the line, and when somebody enhances, you know, they're playing with somebody's life.
So do you think he's clean, or do you think he was cheating?
Hey, who knows? Only God knows, and He knows. So, you know, that's the least of my concern. My concern is to be prepared for this fight and to go do my job. Hey, Berto, I'm just looking forward to that execution you're talking about.
Well, like I said, I see you've been doing a lot of barking yourself for some reason. But it's all good. Like I say, fight night, you already know what it is. It's going to be something exciting. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So it's going to be good. Let's get it popping.
All there's to do now is just fight.
Bye.
All right, well, we better get off the phone before you guys come through and start hitting each other early. So, on that note, thanks, everybody, for joining us. And, again, please watch for your fight week schedule as activities will start Monday, November 19th with a media workout in Los Angeles.